Thank you for joining us today on the Kingdom Lifestyle Vlog. Today we're going to talk about the difference between passive love and active love in response to loving our enemies. Jesus highlights in Matthew chapter 5, verse 43 to 48, you have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use you or persecute you. Jesus is emphasizing 4 areas of actively showing love. But before we approach those, I want to share with you the difference between active love and passive love. Passive love is giving the shoulder to a friend or an acquaintance and saying, I'm not going to talk to them because guess what? Yesterday they did something to me that was not nice and I did not appreciate it. And it messes your ego and pride, and they're like, your response to them is very shrewd, very unapproachable, and you show them less value for who they are, and you're not showing Jesus to them. Active love is showing and expressing the fullness of Jesus and giving value to the individual, even when they show you something that you don't want. 1 Corinthians 13 talks about love, and it says that love is long-suffering, it's kind, it's encouraging, and it defends those who use you again and use you for their own benefit. Jesus says if you want to show love, you got to go after these 4 areas, and this is what we're going to bring up today. The first one, love your enemies. Jesus says if you are going to show a love to your enemies, don't show them the passive love where it's like, oh, I know them, but I'm not going to talk to them. Instead, actively go after their heart and make sure that you find a way to minister to their heart. The second one is bless those who curse you. Jesus says if you actively speak words of encouragement, edification, and comfort to those that are around you, then you're going to experience greater joy in your life, but also in your relationship with the other individual. 1 Corinthians 14 says, when you speak to your brother or sister, speak to them with encouragement, edification, and comfort. I strongly encourage you to find a way to actively show that and speak that to your friends and neighbors. The third one is this: do good to those who hate you. There's an action involved. You have to release a gift or even acts of service to the individual that you may not want to, but that act of service will remove the guilt or even remove this victim mindset or offense in your heart when you actively show love. And the last one is to pray for those who persecute you. Let me encourage you, when you pray for someone, it's hard if you have offense in your heart to go before the Father and talk to the Father about it, because He knows your heart and you know that. So when you open yourself and are vulnerable and transparent before the Father and you say, God, I pray for this person to receive blessings, in that position of your heart, you are now able to love and embrace that brother or sister and see them the way the Father sees them. Thank you for being with us today, and I hope this is encouraging to you.